taking a step back from this tangent, one of the points that we touched on is that there is a lot of division, and this division potentially is a lot caused by social media. Are you worried about, we had, for example, this way of the Trump telling this election, bringing up this election fraud, was a form of cancel culture, and you have the same on the left. Happens a lot. On the right happens a lot. In general, we seem to be falling into tribes, like really, really strong tribes that are getting harder and harder to break up. How scared are you about the people becoming judge, jury, and executioner on the internet, or mobs becoming judge, jury, and executioner in the long term?
Yeah. I think, cancel culture has really it's run amok. This whole idea of being canceled is if you make a little misstep, you could be quote unquote canceled, right? You say something wrong once and you're never forgiven. I believe in a culture of making mistakes. I want to believe for myself that I can make mistakes and recover from them. But in today's environment, that might not be true, because I'm a relatively public person. I don't hide a lot of things. And who knows, somebody could be listening to this podcast. One of my clients could be listening to this podcast and decide that I said the wrong thing and never forgive me for it and fire me. And that could cause a cascade, right? God forbid. I hope that does not happen. But it could. And I know of people that have been canceled for various reasons. A friend of mine was canceled for something that was filmed of her and manipulated, and lost her job, moved out of her city, like really the worst of what could happen to an individual. And the truth of whether or not she did or said what she did, I don't really know what the truth is. I just know that the extreme happened to her, and I feel like it was incredibly wrong. And I know that happens to many people all the time. Now, are there things that should be canceled? Yeah, there probably are opinions, or not opinions, but movements that should be diminished in a way.
But do other movements have the right to basically battle each other?
Well, anybody can battle. I mean, right? Free speech. It's a free country. You can battle. But to say like that, maybe I'm getting this example wrong, so we'll fact check this a little later. To say that Matt Gaetz, who's this U.S. politician coming under a great deal of fire right now, he's a Republican, darling of Trump, big supporter. He had met lots and lots and lots of airtime on Fox News over the last years. He is now being found to have had sex with underage girls and paid a lot of other women for sex. And of course, the right is screaming that Matt Gaetz is getting canceled.
Was he? Is it just an accusation, or has there been any trial?
His associate's going. His associate has flipped. Like the person that he was involved in this with is said to be talking to the feds about it, and it seems clear that this information is going to be coming out against Matt Gaetz. There is a lot of information. This is not just like one woman accusing him of one thing, right? There is a lot of documentation of this. Are we canceling? Is the left canceling Matt Gaetz? No. The left is accusing Matt Gaetz of wrongdoing and asking legitimate questions about whether or not a sitting U.S. representative should be allowed to continue to hold his seat in the face of these incredible felonious felony accusations, right? Any reasonable person would say this guy is going to be tried as a felon. He should not be in his seat. But the right is screaming, cancel, cancel, cancel.